Ladies and gentlemen, your next match of the evening to be fought over 3 3-minute rounds at the amateur mixed martial arts rules in the featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he enters the cage with a record of 2 victories, 4 defeats. Representing Mjolnir MMA, please welcome Bjartur Gudlaugsson. His opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the cage with a record of 2 victories, 5 defeats. Representing New Wave Academy, please welcome Mannion. Your referee charged the action, Sam Amidi.
Featherweight bout here. Bjartur Gudlaugsson from Mannion MMA in the blue corner, and now Mannion from New Wave Academy in the red corner. Bjartur looking to establish that jab early on. He's got a really crazy elusive style that he throws some really funny angles, so Mannion's going to have to be very careful about getting caught in one of those as he comes in. But Mannion very powerful, great double leg, you know, very strong in the clinch, able to work the uppercuts close range, but he's finding himself now having to defend the takedown attempts here. Bjartur doing a great job utilizing the underhooks position, double underhooks here, using the head pressure. Might look to circle around to his left side to obtain the takedown, but Noah does a great job of squaring up, keeping the base nice and low, keeping the hips wide.
Yeah, quite a frantic start really for two guys that are relatively experienced at amateur level.
Yeah, and you see that up against the cage. I mean, just the switching of positions, you know, they understand when potentially they're going to get taken down and how to get out of that. Look at these body punches here from Noah. Done a great job of smashing that body to get out of this position.
Oh!
Beautiful 1-2.
Big 1-2 from Mannion. Eats a right hand from Gudlaugsson. Wow, Mannion really turned it on there. Excellent punches on the inside, but Gudlaugsson definitely got a chin dean. Doesn't seem bothered about that. Engaged in the clinch himself now.
Oh! Mannion walking onto those overhand rights, and this is what promoted that double leg. You know, in the grappling exchanges, he's great, but up on the feet, he tends to keep his hands a little bit low. But that's smart play, and that's what I love about MMA. You can choose to take this fight to the ground. You can choose to clinch. You know, if you don't have success striking, you can use another option in the toolbox. And look at this, he's got the wrist right there. The left arm of Bjartur is trapped by the left arm of Noah. You see that from the camera. It's difficult to see the arms underneath Bjartur, but that allows Mannion to stay in this position and hammer away because the left arm is trapped from Bjartur and he just can't defend it. There we go. He pulled it forward, and now instantly you see Noah not able to land those punches from that position, and Bjartur able to control.
Yeah, beautiful work. Obviously used by the likes of Khabib Nurmagomedov. That wrist ride is so difficult to deal with, and now Mannion moving in. Briefly looked to move to mount. Gudlaugsson did well to regain half guard. Mannion very, very busy in these jiu-jitsu exchanges. And full guard now, but still throwing in these strikes, Dean. Yeah,
Bjartur looking for the armbar there. You can see that his left foot is on the hip of Noah. He's looking to circle around and almost look from the eyes into the ear, trap one of those arms and look for the armbar. But Noah very, very aware of that position. As you alluded to, their records, you know, Noah 2-5 and Bjartur is 2-4. So they've been in here, you know, a good amount of times to get the experience in these positions and understand when to stay out of danger and when to implement the ground and pound. But you can hear Noah's corner, they're frantically asking him for ground and pound. They're very aware that he's strong from this top position, and they want him to consistently score as this round goes on.
Yeah, good finish to the round for Noah Mannion. As he raises his hands aloft to the crowd, not short of confidence. He goes back to his corner to get through instruction in what was a wild first round, really. Both fighters had their moments. Gudlaugsson certainly showed hell of a chin because there was times when Mannion opened up with big left and right hands. But Gudlaugsson, to his credit, it was a big right hook, I believe, that kind of sprung the wrestling into life of Mannion, who then hit the double leg. And I think, Dean, you know, we talk about game plans. Mannion getting that double leg and having such success in the ground and pound, I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for the takedown early in this next round.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to set it up, though. He can't just come storming forward because you know, Gudlaugsson is going to see that coming. He's got to set it up with technical strikes with his hands up. He's got to make Gudlaugsson believe that he wants to strike with him, then change levels and use the cage to take him down.
Mannion with the fast and furious start again. Gets really busy in these clinches, these collar ties. He throws some aggressive hands, takes the opportunity to shoot in on that double, but Gudlaugsson does well.
Yeah, Gudlaugsson's experience here in the wrestling. Looking for the Uchimata. Mannion gets it. Beautiful judo takedown there from the overhook in that position.
Gudlaugsson does have the underhook on this side, though, if he wants to come out this way. Look for the classic half guard sweep. He's going for it. Different ball game when there's strikes involved, Dean.
That's the thing. He wanted, you know, you can see he wanted to reach for that far leg. You know, he's reaching for it now for the sweep. He wants to trap underneath the shin and then roll forward, pressure forward. But when your arm's trapped, your face is exposed. Like you say in MMA, it's going to make sure that the person really picks the time to sweep. You can't afford to eat too many of these shots, especially with someone like Noah on top of you. He's very dominant in this position, very powerful, you know, excellent wrestler. He's able to maintain the top position and land strikes from the top.
Yeah, Gudlaugsson needs to treat this like a wrestling position. He needs to pin his head to his opponent's body and find it easy to block the strikes from that point and get the sweep. As it is, uses it to stand up on that underhook. Strong whizzer from Noah to get it back down.
And potentially looking for a leg attack here is Noah. He's made sure that his leg is entwined into the left leg there. You can see from the camera angle. Potentially maybe looking for a leg, but chose to let it go and get back to his feet. Needs to pull that leg out of that position and stay on top here, but accepts the guard. Potentially looking for a triangle was Gudlaugsson.
Yeah, you can tell by Gudlaugsson's style, he's obviously well versed in the sport jiu-jitsu style, so to speak. But Mannion is your nightmare when it comes over MMA because he's punching in between every transition. Keeps it very, very honest. Again, he has the underhook on this side. Gudlaugsson might try again to come to this kind of dogfight position.
Uses it to stand up again, but it's interesting to him to go down to that root. Oh, there we go. That's what he was working. Faking one way, going underneath the body for the sweep. Excellent jiu-jitsu there from Gudlaugsson.
Unfortunately, you don't get 2 points in MMA, though. What you get is back to the feet with Noah Mannion as it is.
Whoa, a little slip there from Noah. And that could have cost him the exchange. He needs to keep calm, though. You know, that was a mistake. He's just got to forget that. Use the uppercuts in this position. Again, time that double leg.
Nice left hook from Gudlaugsson. And I noticed Mannion's mouth is wide open here, Dean, and he's shipping a few shots.
Yeah, Noah tends to come in with his head up and his hands low. You know, that's a very dangerous combination against somebody that's going to come punch you over the top.
Not going back to his corner with his hands raised this time, Mannion. Clearly more fatigued than the first round. Yeah, I never like to see when you have fighters with their arms, their mouth open, excuse me, that gum shield hanging out. Just such a chance of a jaw break or getting knocked out at that point. But Gudlaugsson, he looks like a guy that's going to take you all the way. You know, he's taken Mannion into deep waters, and Mannion, everything he's done has been so explosive throughout these first two periods. All the even the wrestling, the whizzer fights, the takedowns, the ground and pound, he hasn't stopped for 2 rounds straight. So it's no wonder really that he's showing a few signs of fatigue here. And Gudlaugsson, while he's been on the wrong end of most attacking exchanges, looks ready to come out in this third and march on again. I don't think he's going to slow down, so we could have a really interesting round here. This fight very evenly poised here at FIGHTSTAR. Nice right hand, straight off the bat from Mannion.
And Mannion now timing these shots a lot better, even throwing in kicks into the mix. He's going to make Gudlaugsson believe he wants to stand and strike. Look at the smile on Gudlaugsson, then he's going to change levels and look for the double leg. Nice left hook from Noah. But I mean, you can't count out Gudlaugsson. He's got some crazy power. Look at that, some crazy windmill punches. Knocks the mouth guard there out of Mannion. And he is getting to the chin. He is touching the face of Noah. You know, he's making sure that he's using these unorthodox angles to come over the top of the guard. And there's a double leg, beautiful time double leg there. He's going to skip round, try and stay on top heavy with the shoulder.
Brilliant tactics from Mannion there. You could tell that the feet was scrappy in a way, almost anyone's game. You know, one of them was going to land a blow. It could have been either of them, but has the advantage here in top position. And Gudlaugsson, again, maybe looking to move to some sort of deep half here. Does well, gets back to guard, good jiu-jitsu, but he's on his back.
Gudlaugsson looking for that triangle. He's trying to stuff that left arm in and clasp the neck and the head, but can't do that from the side control position. Sorry, excuse me, the half guard position, with one of his legs trapped there. You can see now he's got his right leg trapped in the center of both of the legs of Gudlaugsson. And Gudlaugsson frantically trying to work back to that guard position to work those submissions off his back.
Noah crucially here has the inside line, has the underhooks. When Gudlaugsson's threatened from the bottom, he's managed to get this underhook and get on his side. And you can see here Noah with the arm nearest to the camera now. He's got this underhook now. So he's at no threat from the half guard sweeps in the back, and he can just work here until Gudlaugsson gets his left arm, as I say that, gets his left arm on the inside. Now it's a different game. Now he's got the underhook, which is why Mannion is pulling down so hard on it, almost torquing the shoulder, because now Gudlaugsson can move to this classic dogfight position and look for a sweep.
Noah's looking potentially here, could have the Japanese necktie, the Darce choke, opts to let it go and use that powerful whizzer again to turn the fight to the ground, but Gudlaugsson riding it out. He's learned since the last round. He's felt where his body needed to be and got out of that position again, but on his back in the full guard. He's going to look potentially for the guillotine here. But Noah doing a good job of keeping that neck in nice and close, keeping it safe, working the body punches, working the head punches, keeping busy in this top position.
Yeah, I mean, there's great work from both guys here, and to get the underhook there, to get back, to threaten the sweep, to get to your feet, is no mean feat. But in an MMA fight, when Mannion is busier on top throwing the shots, it's not going to win you the round, you know. And Mannion's showing good experience here, and he's staying busy. I like the way in all these transitions he's staying busy and he's punching. For Gudlaugsson, these punches from the bottom, it never seems to go down well in the eyes of the judges, you know.
And this is where Noah can do more damage now. His knee sliced through, he's in the side control position. That's why you see Gudlaugsson frantically looking for some sort of guard. You know, even if it's the open guard, he wants to keep, he wants to keep barriers between the two there. A little up kick just on the end of the round, but both athletes acknowledging that was a mistake there, and a shake of hands. Good sportsmanship here at FIGHTSTAR Championship.
Great fight. What can you say, Dean? A fantastic fight. Both showed some good moments. Excellent to see some good sports jiu-jitsu from Gudlaugsson as well. I fancy Mannion's probably done enough here, but we'll head over to our MC for the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards with a unanimous decision